Hey everybody, welcome back to Chasing Roost. If you haven't been here already, my name's Cody. Today, we're changing out some graphics and plastics on this bike. Stick around, I'll be sure to show you some of my tips and tricks. I've been doing graphics for quite some time. I'm sure there's some things that I can still learn, but there's a way that I like doing it, and hopefully you guys can learn something out of that as well. First thing we need to do is take all the old plastics off, starting with the seats. Get access to some more of those panels. I know that some people just take off the graphics off of the old plastics. That's certainly okay in most scenarios. As long as the plastics aren't too beat up, you can usually get new graphics to lay on old plastics. Usually pretty okay. I like to put them on new plastics if I can. I know sometimes that's a money thing. In this case, I'm going with black plastics anyway, so that really doesn't matter. It's all going turn black anyways. Some things that you can do to keep all your bolts separate. Obviously, I have a drawer divider here that I'm using to keep my bolts kind of squared away. See that I'm not like piece by piece. I can't generally know where they go, but this is the front of the bike, middle section of the bike, and the rear section of the bike. That way I don't have it all too mixed up. 2024 KTM 350 XCF. The only difference really between the 23, 24, and then onto the 25, as far as looks goes, is the shrouds have a little bit different shapes. I went with the 25 model shroud just to, why not get an extra year's worth of looks out of it. As you can see, there's evidence that I do crash, other than the video footage that you can see on my channel. But my exhaust pipe has seen better days. There's really nothing I can do about the scratches in it right now, but what's gonna make this look a lot better really quick is by putting on some fresh decals. You can get those FMF, I know there's some aftermarket ones out there as well. So just gonna throw some fresh decals on that. Should look a lot better. Let's see what it looks like. Got a little bit of Goo Gone to get some of the extra residue off. Usually works pretty decent. Maybe not today. Take some isopropyl alcohol, get any residue off. Good as new-ish. Not too bad. Use my little anodizing pen, as I call it, by Sharpie. Looks better than it did, for sure. I have the seat cover from Moto Seat on there. As you can see, orange, not really gonna match my new style that well. What's actually underneath here is still the black seat cover that came on this tall seat. So I'm gonna take the orange seat cover off, see what the black seat cover still looks like under there. If it still looks good, I'll run it for a while. What I really wanna try is one of those, I think it's from Guts. They have the wings here on the side. I wanna try that. If you guys have tried those, let me know. I wanna try one. Really with any plastics, but especially with new plastics, they have a little bit of oily residue on the surface. It's kind of like from their mold release compounds from whenever they're making the plastic. You do want to make sure you get that off. So I'll use some isopropyl alcohol and spray bottle and just spray that down, get all that cleaned off before I start. If you're putting it on used plastics, you want to make sure that the surface is good there as well, that there's no leftover residue from any old graphics that you put on, so no leftover adhesives or anything like that. If there's deep scratches or gouges, you want to kind of try to buff those out as well. All right, the next thing on the list is installing the graphics. Now, I do leave the fork guards off for this part, just because I think it's easier to do those with them off the bike, so I'm not having to fight around the tire, because they do kind of wrap around the inside towards the tire. So I'll do those off the bike, but right now, it's time for some graphics. You can start from anywhere you like, but I typically start with, actually I always start with the right-hand side panel. Not any particular reason, other than I just kind of work my way all the way around the bike, doing this piece, then I'll do the number plate, and then I'll work my way all the way around. Because sometimes the graphics will have a line that kind of flows into the next one, so you want to make sure you match those up. These ones are pretty simple, so it probably wouldn't matter too much, but out of habit, I just start here and work my way around. So what I do next is I find a couple points that I can line things off of. So what I'm gonna do here is probably this point here and focusing on the point up front here as well. And the idea here is that if I can get these lined up, the rest of the graphics should be pretty close. With these, I'm also not using any kind of applicator fluid. These ones can be put on dry. I suppose you can use applicator fluid if you want to, but there's like a texture on the back of this adhesive that until you actually heat it up, it doesn't become super sticky. It's sticky, but you can still pull it back up. So as long as you kind of take your time and work with it, it's not bad. Gives you a lot of grace. And that laid in there quite nicely. Okay. Another trick that I like to do is, instead of using a squeegee or something like that, sometimes, especially a raw squeegee, can leave a lot of marks and gouges in your fresh graphic. I'll just use a microfiber towel, cover up my hands with it, kind of pull it tight, and just kind of rub the air pockets and things like that out. So when I'm doing this, I'm working from the inside out. So I'll like run a line right through the middle here, and then I'll just kind of massage that graphic into place from the inside out. Idea is that I'm not trapping any kind of air or wrinkles or anything like that by doing that. I'm just kind of working my way from the inside out. But the rag kind of helps your fingers to glide across the top of that surface. You see some of this with like car wraps and things like that. They'll wear special gloves. I think graphics is one of those things that kind of strikes some fear in the hearts of some people who haven't done it before, just because, you know, it's kind of expensive to buy a new set of graphics. And the last thing you want to do is mess them up or not have them look good. I mean, I have messed up a few sets of graphics before. It kind of happens. Kind of a learning experience, but I will say the new stuff, a lot easier than it used to be. It used to be kind of a nightmare. They were thick, bulky, they didn't apply easily. Nowadays they apply super easy. think just about anybody can do it. Now there are some panels that are a lot harder. For example, some bikes have a really hard bend on their side number plates to cover but like the exhaust pipe. I remember like some of the older Hondas, that was a disaster. I think the last generation of Kawasaki's, it was really difficult to put those on and get them all lined up at the same point. KTM's seem to have a pretty straightforward process. Their panels are pretty flat, so they tend to line up pretty easily. And I do like that. That panel turned out nice. So I'm not gonna add any heat to it yet either. I'm gonna wait till the end to add heat. The heat, when you add heat, it kind of solidifies the graphics. So I'm gonna hold off to do that until the very end so that, well, most of us, I'm just doing it all at once, but that way I'm not doing the same thing twice. I have a chance to work with it. I think this is one of the things you'll find that everybody kind of has their own tips and special way to do it. Something you got to do is just kind of figure out which way you want to go. What I like about applying it whenever it's dry as well is you don't have to worry about the extra variable with the fluid. See, sometimes with the fluid, if you put too much on, then you have to wait a little bit for it to dry out when you squeegee it out. If you don't put enough on, then you have to take it back off, put some more on. But like once you start with the applicator fluid, you kind of are stuck to that process. So that's just a personal preference thing. You'll see a lot of companies say just to put them on dry, and that's how I've begun to prefer it as well. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to line up these holes that are my silencer spots. You can't always trust the hole as the lineup location because somebody had to make this template. But for the most part, they're usually pretty accurate or close enough to get you there anyways. As you see right here, there's a little bit of a wrinkle between here and here. That will push it, you can push that down, but what you don't want to do is like slide it to the side because then you make it a sharper wrinkle. While it's still kind of wide like that, if you push from the center, it kind of disperses that and makes it a better transition. Helps it to lay down flat. Should also mention it's really difficult to do this if the garage is very cold right now. It's actually probably about 75 degrees in here. Plenty comfortable. Have done this in the cold. Doesn't work out as well. You might have to add a little bit of heat to just soften them up. But be careful not to activate the adhesive. If it's too hot, the adhesive may be too active. Maybe a little bit too difficult if you go that direction too. So beware. Little hidden messaging in here, little MS43. Get it. The final thing we need to do is add some heat to it. So I'll go over the whole thing, help kind of tack it down, massage it into place if it's anywhere it's trying to lift. I especially want to focus on the edges because that's where it's going to try to lift off first. So if you can keep the edges down, the graphic's going to tend to last a lot longer, stick a lot better. Pretty good. I'm really stoked with the black plastics. The whole kit looks nice. Seat cover wasn't in too bad of condition, though I do actually think I want to replace that with something else. It's actually super grippy. I'm afraid that one's going to probably tear me up, but different seat cover. Would definitely look better with my black rim instead of my silver rim. This is my spare wheel. It's got my sand tire on there, which we got a sand race coming up this weekend, so that'll stay on there for this weekend. But overall, I think the black look looks nice. Freshen it up a little bit since it's been orange for over a year now. So let's see what black looks like. Hopefully turns the tide of my luck, right? As always, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Keep chasing Roost.